All right, let's start things out with a review of Tropical Storm Debby, still spinning near Savannah, but it's moving painstakingly slow at only 3 miles per hour. And with it basically being stuck to our south for the next 24 to 36 hours, we will continue to see these rounds of showers and storms rolling through the area. It's almost as if we have a fire hose out here of tropical moisture just being thrown ashore. So you will see more rounds of showers and storms for sure. Right now, live Doppler 15,000 clusters of storms from Lake City all the way to Georgetown. The rain is extremely heavy in this area. More heavy rain from Lumberton back over toward Whiteville. This is all heading to the north and west, and the areas that are dry now will eventually fill in as we head through the evening and the overnight hours. Let's take a look at Futurecast here, and as we head through 7 o'clock, you can see those bands of showers and storms. They'll roll ashore and continue moving north and west right on through daybreak tomorrow. There will be pockets of heavy rainfall across the entire area. As we head through noon, still more showers and storms rolling in off the ocean. Some of that rain extremely heavy, and that could lead to flash flooding, which obviously can cause ditches to overflow. Water can actually get into homes, and that can be life-threatening. So be very careful if you have to be out and about as we head through tomorrow. Still a very good chance of showers and storms with extremely heavy rainfall right on through Wednesday evening. You guessed it, more the same as we head through Wednesday night and Thursday. But Thursday morning, the center is beginning to move inland, and with that, the highest amounts of rain will move north and west. So showers and storms are still likely on Thursday, but perhaps not as heavy nor as widespread as what we're going to see in many areas tomorrow. So we revised the amounts of rainfall for you. This is on top of what's already fallen. We're expecting roughly 5 to 10 inches across the area, and there could be a location or two that see the same storms roll over the same area over and over. And it's not out of the realm of possibility as a location or two could get an additional 15 inches of rain. Right now, that is very unlikely, but it's something we'll be watching very carefully. Again, that is on top of the rain that's already come down. We've had nearly 5 inches of rain in Garden City and Myrtle's Inlet, nearly 4 inches of rain in Litchfield and Pawleys Island. So the ground is pretty saturated in many areas. That's why the flash flood risk is still extreme for all areas east of Interstate 95. But don't be fooled here. Even if you're living in the red or orange area, you are still susceptible to flash flooding if you get heavy enough rain right on through Thursday and perhaps into Friday as well. All right, we still have a tornado watch in effect for mainly areas east of Interstate 95, that is. The risk will remain right on through the overnight hours. I know the tornado watch officially expires at 1 a.m., but like today, they'll probably reissue that and extend it right on through the overnight hours. So remember to have a way to get a warning while you're sleeping. Make sure your phone is on, your locations are on, or make sure your weather radio is on just to be on the safe side. All right, the risk for tornadoes as we head through Wednesday, Thursday is mainly confined to the coastal communities. And again, we'll keep a close eye on the radar right on through the end of the week. Here again is the official forecast track for the National Hurricane Center. I show you this because they do indicate some re-strengthening of the tropical storm when it moves back over the ocean. But the core is so discombobulated, it's probably a good way to put it, that it's going to take time for it to actually regain any strength. So even the Hurricane Center says that this may be on the high end. So as of right now, our forecast for the highest winds will be on Wednesday night and Thursday, and we could have wind gusts up near 45, maybe up to 50 along the coast, while further inland 25 to 35. We'll keep an eye on the wind because with the ground saturated, that loosens the soil and it makes it easier for trees to be toppled in the higher wind, and that could lead to a few power outages as well. All right, let's talk about coastal impacts. When it comes to the storm surge, we'll have that persistent easterly and southeasterly wind, and with the slow moving nature of Debby, we're going to see several rounds of minor storm surge during high tides Wednesday and Thursday, roughly a 2 to 4 foot storm surge right along the immediate coast as we head through Wednesday and Thursday. That typically is not very significant compared to recent tropical storms and hurricanes we've had. So there's good news there.
Hurricanes Matthew and Florence were historic flood producers, especially for our rivers. So how does Debby stack up according to the latest forecast?
Meteorologist Jenna Warner has a closer look.
Well, Hurricane Matthew and Hurricane Florence set many crest records for our area rivers, specifically the Great PD River at 31.8 feet, 29 feet at the Lumber River at Lumberton. Those were both with Florence, and Florence hit way more records than Hurricane Matthew. In fact, Florence holds most of the highest crest records for rivers in the area. But how does Debby stack up compared to those two big flooding events from hurricanes that our area has seen in the recent past. Well, as of Tuesday afternoon, the forecast shows that only 2 of our area rivers are currently in action flood stage. And the good news from that is that we went into this storm with our area rivers near normal, but you'll notice as we head through the week into the weekend and on into next week, we'll see rising rivers and cresting in the moderate to major categories for most of our area rivers. One of those, or a few of those, may rival records set with Hurricane Matthew, but none are expected as of the forecast right now to rival any of those records set from Hurricane Florence.
The forecast could change through the week. The Weather Authority team will continue to monitor river levels.
Neighbors are already helping neighbors get through Debby, and we're actually seeing this at the Marion County Animal Shelter. It's a perfect example.
But they do still need more help. They have to evacuate all the dogs in this building, but they are grateful to share it's fewer than they first thought. They made a Facebook post Sunday morning asking for fosters to care for the dogs until Debby passes, and through 4,000 shares, neighbors and other shelters began stepping up.
We couldn't answer all the phone calls, all the text messages, and it was awesome. We moved over 50 dogs out of the facility. We no longer have dogs outside, but we are prepping our double line for an evacuation spot for like this dog here. He just got dropped off this morning.
Rana says they have sandbags for now, but in their experience, the pond will eventually flood the building. She says even if you sign up to be an emergency contact and you only foster in a critical situation, that would be a huge.
All right now, Tropical Storm Debby is barely hanging on as a tropical storm with 40-mile-per-hour winds, but it's not the wind that we've been concerned with. It's been all about the rain, and there's still a tremendous amount of rain from Jacksonville and Savannah all the way up into the eastern Carolinas. The one thing so far today that saved us from having higher amounts of rain is some drier air wrapping in toward the center. This is what we call water vapor imagery, and what you see in orange is very dry air, and that dry air has been wrapped in on the south side, and it's helped to break up some of the rain in our area. That doesn't mean we're out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. There will be more rounds of showers and storms developing and moving through over the next 24 to 48 hours. Right now, we do have a tornado watch still in effect for areas east of Interstate 95. It was extended to 1 a.m. and likely will be extended right on through the overnight hours. Here's a look at the radar right now. You can clearly see we have a lot of dry conditions for much of the PD and even for parts of the Grand Strand just north of our area, at least north of the state line. Heavy showers and storms from Lumberton back over toward Whiteville. Actually kind of moderate rain, but as you get down here to the east of Bug Hill, more extremely heavy rainfall and even a few flashes of lightning in that activity. But we've seen no rotation, so no tornadoes as of right now. South and west of here, look at all the rain from Sumter back over toward Hartsville, light to moderate. Then it gets pretty heavy south and east of Lake City and extending down toward Georgetown. And it's more of these rounds of showers and storms that will be moving through as we head through time. Here's a look at the official forecast track for Tropical Storm Debby, perhaps coming ashore sometime late Wednesday night or Thursday along the coast of South Carolina. It will likely bring some gusty winds and more rain. Here's the bottom line as we head through the next 4 days. Wednesday, showers and storms likely, and the rain will be heavy at times. Winds not really a big deal. Could be an isolated tornado threat near the coast. Thursday, rounds of showers and storms, perhaps heavy at times, but not as widespread as today. Then things get better on Friday and Saturday. I will say Thursday is the day that we'll watch for winds gusting up near 45 along the coast. Coming up a little bit later on, an hour-by-hour look at Futurecast, and we'll show you the rainfall total forecast.
Tonight, we do have an update on what businesses in downtown Conway are doing as Debby creeps our way.
ABC 15's Emma Engel was throughout downtown today to see how businesses are handling it, and she joins us now live in studio. Emma.
Jen Connor, Conway has already received many inches of rain, and businesses are getting ready for possible flooding. From what I could see, a majority of businesses were still open, but a few had closed earlier. I spoke to a local business owner who was open in downtown, and they are playing it by ear.
We make just about everything in here, and so I still have work that I can do on top of, we have several shipping websites, so we're still doing shipping and we're still doing our normal, and we've actually still had some of our regulars that have came in even through the storm.
She tells me they may put sandbags by their back door to prevent water from getting in, but she's never seen water come inside during past storms. She tells me they are going to reassess tomorrow before making any decisions. Reporting live in studio, Emma Engel, ABC 15 News.